Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're unpacking a really interesting crypto platform. It's called the UniversalX App. And our sources are highlighting this pretty extraordinary promise it makes. Basically, the dream of trading tokens smoothly across different blockchains, but, and this is the key part, without using bridging technology.
Yeah, that's the core claim, and it's a big one. We call it chain agnostic trading.
Hmm.
Just for context, bridging, locking tokens on one chain to mint them on another, that's often where you see like high fees and frankly some major security exploits happen right there.
Right.
So getting rid of bridging, that would be a massive step forward architecturally speaking. And the platform apparently makes it even more attractive with real-time cash rewards too.
Okay.
So our mission today is pretty straightforward. Is this tech legit? Or is this shiny promise actually hiding some, significant risks?
Okay, let's definitely unpack that because achieving true chain agnosticism, well, it's known to be incredibly difficult, right? If this technology actually works, it genuinely solves one of the biggest headaches in DeFi.
Absolutely.
But the sources we looked at suggest the user experiences. Well, they kind of tell a different story than this exciting concept. So, if the tech is so revolutionary, why is the company behind it, MiniJoy HK Limited, why are they so obscure? That lack of a clear, verifiable developer reputation, that feels like the real tension point here.
That's exactly where the red flags start popping up.
Hmm.
The concerns are pretty explicit, really. First, you've got just general user complaints, mixed reviews,
Yeah.
things about platform reliability, and critically, almost no responsive customer support.
Mm-hmm.
But what's really worrying, especially if you're thinking about trading significant amounts, is just how little transparency there is about the developer, MiniJoy HK Limited.
Tell us a bit more about that developer side. Why does that incorporation detail matter so much here?
Well, because in crypto, especially when you're dealing with financial services, where a company is based, its jurisdiction, that matters a lot. When you have a company structure like MiniJoy HK Limited, often global users have very little, maybe even zero legal recourse if something goes wrong.
Ah.
And
Yeah.
this kind of opacity, combined with reports of actual failures,
Yeah.
well, it's a dangerous mix. Our sources point to a specific incident, actually reported right on the App Store. One user clearly stated they lost, I think it was $60 worth of tokens, and got absolutely nothing back. No refund, no follow-up, which led them to flat out call the app a scam.
Wow. Okay, losing tokens, even if it's only $60 with zero recourse, especially when the developer is basically a ghost. Yeah, that's about as big a red flag as you can get.
Exactly.
So what we have is this platform offering potentially game-changing, really innovative tech. It could theoretically revolutionize trading, but that innovation comes packaged with reported financial losses, and a developer you essentially can't track down or hold accountable. The tension there is just, yeah, it's really high.
And if you think about the bigger picture, like how genuinely hard it is to build true chain agnostic systems. Combine that difficulty with specific user evidence of losing money and getting zero support, it really forces you towards a clear warning. So based on the user feedback we have and the available information, the recommendation has to be exercise extreme caution. And do your homework, really thorough research. Focus on the developers, not just the slick tech promises, before you even think about using the UniversalX app.
That's a critical context, definitely. So maybe here's a final thought for you, the listener, to sort of chew on. When a trading platform comes along offering truly cutting-edge, maybe even revolutionary tech like this chain-agnostic trading, how do you personally weigh that level of innovation, that potential advantage, against specific documented reports of people losing money, and against that lack of developer transparency? Like, what's your personal threshold for risk when the potential reward seems so high?
That's basically the billion-dollar question in crypto right now, isn't it?
Something to think about as you navigate the DeFi world. That's all for today's deep dive. We'll see you next time.